In today's lecture, we will see how to calculate exact time delay. In the previous part, I taught you what is subroutine and how delay subroutine is used. Now, when you say delay, that means, like in earlier example, when we were toggling the port pins from 1 to 0, 0 to 1, you were giving some delay in between. That means, otherwise, if you change it very fast from 0 to 1, 1 to 0, you will not be able to even make out. So you will have to insert a delay. And today's lecture, we will see how to calculate this delay properly using one of the techniques. There are two techniques. You can write a delay by using instructions, that is DJNZ instruction, and you can even write a delay using timers which are provided inside 8051. So we are going to see the first technique, and second technique using timers we will see later on. How to do that? Now see, CPU executing an instruction takes a certain number of clock cycles. These are referred as machine cycles. Now see, for example, DJNZ R5. DJNZ R5, or I'll have to give the label, how this DJNZ instruction is written. You have given a resistor which has to be decremented and check whether the value is 0 or not, and then label here. Here is a label. Now when you execute this instruction, it takes certain number of machine cycles. Okay. Now length of the machine cycle depends upon the crystal frequency or the crystal oscillator. You already are aware that 8051, okay, 8051, we connect a crystal oscillator to it, right? Last time once we have seen, we connect a crystal oscillator, and this crystal oscillator has got a certain frequency. Now the standard frequency for crystal oscillator is 11.0592, okay, megahertz. Mega is how much? 10 raised to 6. This is what the frequency of the crystal. Now each machine cycle has got 12 oscillator cycles. You can see here 12 oscillator periods. That means, see, this is a clock. This is a clock frequency or clock cycle. Frequency of this clock is this 11.0592, and 12 such clock cycles constitute one machine cycle. Okay, so what will be the frequency of machine cycle? That is this. As you can see here, the calculation is shown. This divided by 12. So this is the frequency. Now, if you want to calculate time taken by one machine cycle, then it will be reciprocal of frequency. 1 upon f is t, na? You might have studied this. So 1 upon f is 921.6 is equal to 1.085 microsecond is the time taken for one machine cycle. Now, so if you know how much time is taken or how many machine cycles are required to execute any of the instruction, you can tell me how much time that instruction is going to take. So that is a funda. So let us see further how this can be calculated, how exactly the delay time can be calculated. Okay. So you see the first instruction what they have shown. Let us see this instruction. Now in this instruction, this is a 1 byte instruction, or it takes 1 machine cycle. Move R3 comma hash 55. So if it is 1 machine cycle, then it will take 1 into 1.85, that is this much microsecond. Decrement R3 also takes 1 machine cycle. But this DJNZ R2 instruction, C, you can see, it takes 2 machine cycles. Now this will come by practice. कि कितने machine cycle कौन से instruction को लगते हैं. Now at present you may not be able to understand, but you can easily look at the instruction and tell how many machine cycle is going to take. For example, DJNZ R2 target. So target पे jump करने के लिए 1 machine cycle उसको चाहिए, उतना time लगेगा. Decrement करने के लिए 1 machine cycle चाहिए, तो total 2 machine cycles. So it will take 2 into 1.085, this many microseconds. LJump भी 2 लेता है, SJump 2 लेता है, NOP is the instruction, no operation, वो एक ही लेता है. Multiply AB, मतलब A का content और B का content का multiplication, it takes 4 machine cycles. So if you know this, you can easily tell what will be the time taken by that machine cycle, by instruction to get executed. Okay, we will calculate how much time, delay time, this particular program will give you. Now this is this delay subroutine. Move R3 comma 200, R3 में 200 का वैल्यू डाला. DJNZ R3 here, here is here. So this instruction will be executed till R3 becomes 0, so 200 times, and then return. Return instruction आ गया, so it will come back here. This CPL जहाँ पे है वहाँ पे आके वो वापस अपना काम शुरू कर देगा. So let us see how much time that this delay, like this delay subroutine, will give us. So you know that this instruction move R3 200 takes 1 machine cycle. DJNZ R3 target ये 2 machine cycle लेता है, और return instruction है 2 machine cycle लेता है. तो total time कितनी बार ये instruction execute होगा? R3 200 times, because till it becomes 0 it will be executed ना. So this instruction I'm talking about will take this much time. For example, 200 into 2 क्यों किया? 200 times this instruction is executed. This required machine cycle is 2 plus 1, मतलब ये plus 1 ये, plus 2 मतलब ये plus 2 into time. मतलब अगर आप सेपरेटली मैं कैलकुलेशन करके दिखाऊं आपको, तो ये मशीन साइकिल जो पहला जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है मूव R3, यहाँ पे लिख के दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको. ओके, मूव R3 hash 200 H, 200 नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा, H नहीं है, डेसिमल नंबर है, तो वो ये एग्जीक्यूट एक बार होगा. तो एक 1 into कितना टाइम लगेगा? 1.085 माइक्रोसेकेंड. फिर आएगा DJNZ R3 here. ये इंस्ट्रक्शन 2 मशीन साइकिल लेता है, लेकिन ये 200 नंबर होने के कारण ये 200 टाइम्स एग्जीक्यूट होगा. तो इट इज 200 into 2 machine cycles into 1.085 माइक्रोसेकेंड. बाद में आता है रिटर्न 2 लेता है, वो एक ही बार एग्जीक्यूट होगा. So it is 2 into 1.085 माइक्रोसेकेंड। अगर ये सबका टोटल करोगे तो इतना आएगा। करके देखो, उन्होंने शॉर्टकट में लिखा है, या आप ऐसे भी लिख के कैलकुलेट सेपरेटली कर सकते हो। ओके, तो टोटल इज 436.255 microsecond. Can anybody in the class tell me how many millisecond? Can anybody convert this into millisecond and tell me? फटाफट। If I am saying 436 microsecond, can somebody convert into millisecond? How to convert it into millisecond? जल्दी बोलो। मिली टू माइक्रो, माइक्रो टू मिली कैसे करने का? हाँ, माइक्रो सेकेंड, मिली सेकेंड एंड सेकेंड। आपको कन्वर्शन पूछा है मैंने, हाउ टू कन्वर्ट माइक्रो टू मिली, मिली टू सेकेंड बाद में आते। आप क्या करोगे?
सर 0.436।
यस, करेक्ट। सो इट इज 0.436 millisecond. We last time I have also taught you nested loops, है ना? नेस्टेड लूप भी मैंने सिखाया। दैट मीन्स यू यूज 2DJNZ instructions. If you remember, then please recall. Otherwise, you have these PPTs. You can go back. 2DJNZ loops. So, using 2DJNZ, you can go even further. Now, suppose instead of 436, if I want it to be 600, now can you write program for causing delay of 600 microseconds? Try it yourself.